ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields. They set up the screen to Peyton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And again, back to Komet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the give, here comes Peyton. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. On the run, it's Peyton. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Fields. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down and 3.
Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford now to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Inside give to Dickerson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Out to his left. That'll be caught by Kupp. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Dickerson on the handoff, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Now Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Fields going to keep it running left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Now Fields.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Fields.
To the left side and caught by Hester.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
This one taken in by Hester. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now it's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Fields now to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Kari Blasingame taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
That complete to the former Bear, Allen Robinson.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Stafford on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Play action, Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Eric Dickerson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
from his own end zone. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Running it here with Peyton. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 29, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Here's Powell on the return.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 1st down, Stafford here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running it with Dickerson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Fields.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Fields. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
Finds Kmet on the quick slant.
Touchdown Bears!
Cole Kmet.
35 yards.
And the Bears will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Stafford is #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Again, it's Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run now with Peyton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Buying time to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
On the return is Powell.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The throw over the middle taken in. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd and 5.
From the 50 at Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the lid. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 15. 25 seconds remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Stafford.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Stafford.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp.